Hello and welcome back. So this week I've been starting to feel like I'm behind on things. Yes, I've got strawberries that are ready, and we'll probably have those tonight. And the lettuce, all of a sudden, that has gone from just sitting there doing nothing to flourishing in this last couple of weeks. But what it has done is meant that I feel like I'm behind. I don't have the plants to replace these after the succession has gone. So how have you found the last couple of weeks? It's been really sunny, and in the evening the temperatures have really warmed up. So it means that everything is just on steroids at the moment. Everything that was just sitting there doing nothing has either just flourished or bolted. This pak choi was fine a couple of weeks back, and now that's bolted. I've got so much that has bolted. I'm just growing. I'm just growing from a compost at the moment. But like I said, in here we've got all these nice strawberries. So it also has been a bit of a bonus. So things that I was finding were okay, and I could just leave for a little bit longer, like these kohlrabi. I needed to plant these up, pot these on, but I was just managing just to get away with keeping them in this pot at the moment, and using the bucket to give them extra water. But now they've just shot up at the moment. They're flying now, so I really need to catch up with potting on everything, finding out what's bolted and what's going into the compost, and what I need to pot on. And you see, nature hasn't helped either. These are those early peas, which if you saw me last I think it was April tour, they were just down here, and all of a sudden they just shot up and started flowering. But you see, I sort of got lured into this false sense of security that everything was okay, because these are supposed to be finished by the end of May, and they were just sitting there doing nothing. And I just thought, oh, I'm okay. I can just slowly bide my time and slowly keep on just potting on and planting up the seeds and that. But I just feel like now it's like, well, what's going in there next? And this is a new pea, so I don't actually know how long I've got before it starts forming the pods, and how long it takes before we can start having a good old snack on them. And it's also the same with the broad beans. A couple of weeks back they were just standing still, just at a foot, and that was it, doing nothing. And now they've just, again, it's like everything's just gone into steroids. It's just been this oomph of growth, and I'm behind now. I have got so many potatoes in the tubs at the moment, and this is the second lot. But what I've got all these in the kitchen still waiting to get planted up. I'm okay with how many there are there, because they are our own potatoes, so they've not cost us anything. But it seems to be a bit of a waste that I just haven't had the time for the last couple of weeks to be able to plant them up. So over this next week I'm going to make sure I'm planting as much as I can up, and then I still haven't done this bed. I still haven't got these out, so I'm desperate to get these out, the foxgloves. So at the moment we got the blackbirds, and their fledglings are in the garden. So being a bit of a jungle, and this is my excuse, being a bit of a jungle is they got plenty of places to hide. And it's also a real good time for the fledglings, because this is the time that the sparrowhawk is on its own nest. So this is the bonus time, because every other time, they have about three different sets of fledglings during the year. The second and third ones, you always on tender hooks. Right, I'm just going to cut the video there because I actually started rambling on and it wasn't a nice description of what you can find sometimes. So this is the fledglings this morning. So not only have I not done this bed, I've not planted up the beans that are going to go in the bed. So I'm late on those as well. And it's also, I was going to have some Crown Prince squashes. Again, I haven't planted those up yet either. I haven't sowed the seeds for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lot of the chitting of the pumpkin and the squash seeds on the kitchen roll. I'm going to use that method and hopefully that speeds up. I'm doing that at the moment because, again, I haven't done my sweet corn. I've only just started that. So again, yeah, I'm behind. But the way it's going at the moment, I'm hoping that it's going to be a longer summer because we had about 2 or 3 weeks everything was behind. Even this apple tree was 2 weeks behind and it's blossoming. So I'm feeling that I've got a little bit of leeway with the 2 weeks. And with the greenhouses and that, hopefully I can extend the seasons. Right, so the seed boxes, they'll be coming out in the next couple of days and I'll be going through and my planner and to see if what I need to sow to catch up. And what would be nice is, this is before the next May bank holiday. So hopefully by the time you're seeing this, I've caught up. Fingers crossed. And I don't think there's no problem with being late. You just have to, at times, just got to adapt to what you're going to sow and may say, okay, I may get blight with some of those potatoes. It's not the end of the world. It's my own compost and it's my own potatoes. Some of the sweet corn, I may only get 2 cobs instead of 3 cobs because it's been sown a bit late. I may only get a couple of Crown Prince. I may be lucky if I get a couple of Crown Prince squashes. But in the meantime, I can plan to see what else I can put in. For example, the broad beans, I'll be putting in the daikon radish and various other runner beans to go in there. I've already got some runner beans to replace the peas or what comes next. What I'm a bit behind on is the beetroot. So we have sown some and that hopefully that was sown directly that comes up. If not, I'll plant some, sow some more and we just have them a little bit later on. So it's not all negative. What I'm trying to say is all you've got to do is look for the different alternatives to what you may have been planning to sow, or accept what risks you're going to take, like for example the potatoes and blight. But gardening is supposed to be about enjoying it at the same time, and if you do put pressure on yourself, then it's not healthy. So anyway, I'm waffling. So this was just a short video to say I'm late, but I'm okay with it. And hopefully you can be if you are in the same situation. So like I always say, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's not been too negative. And I hope to see you again